S-defense. Let's talk about defense and blocking and the difference between them. Blocking is stopping the movement completely. I block the movement. He was stuck in the end of the block and I was not stuck, but I wasn't as mobile as I want to be. When we divert the movement, we can continue. We don't have to stuck there and we have many more options. So I'm talking about as defense, as diversion, not as block right now. And the basic movement starts with Mabo stance, of course. Knees are bent in 90 degrees, parallel feet, back is straight up, the pelvis is rolled in, and I'm pulling my hands backward. I don't do this, I just pull them backward. And doing backward arm rotation, I lead the movement with the elbow. So it starts here. It starts here. And I push up and using the elbow, heavy elbow. So this is 1. This will be 2. You see, this is forward arm rotation. And I will show you again in a minute how it's all combined. And this will be 3. See, this is proper forward arm rotation. So we combine them. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. And I slide my hand, you see, inside into the next round. Why we do it in Mabo? Simple. When we do it in Mabo, you can't move your torso. You stuck in the front direction and you can't use the torso. This will be the next drill. But before that, about the Mabo stance. Let me explain everything, because the next stage is doing it in the stand-up, in the day-to-day Mabo stance. And in this stance we can use the body, and we will use it. But first, the movement. Some more tricks to learn it properly. Imagine Mr. Miyagi or your mom tells you to clean the window. How will you do it? Using a rug. You will clean the window from the upper side, and then in the middle, and then in the lower part. And then you will switch hands because you get tired. And do it again. Up, middle, down. And again, up. Using backward arm rotation. Middle using forward arm rotation. Up, middle, and then low again using forward arm rotation. The next stage will be using it without the rug, because the windows are already clean and your mom is satisfied, or Mr. Miyagi. So you have the hand pulling backwards, again not pushing the chest out, just pull yourself as far as you can backwards. Pull yourself as far as you can backward. It's not about contracting muscles, it's about pulling back. Up with the backwards arm rotation. Use the elbow to lead the movement and push up. Push up because we want to defend, yes? So we don't want to collapse, we want to be firm here, we want to have a good structure, good frame. So 1, okay? 2. You see, I twist my hand and I use this part, the blade, in the twist to do the diversion, to do the defense. And then I take the hand down. I don't cross my center line. If I want to cross the center line, which I can't do in the low Mabo, I turn with the pelvis. I give the angle with the pelvis. 1, 2, 3. Again, I use my elbow to lead the movement. It's heavy movement. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Why we do the twist and not, but with the rag we do this movement? Well, simply because we want to train this defense in supination, and with the rag we use it to train this in pronation. Just two different ways, two different twists, and both need to be practiced. So 1, backward arm rotation, 2, in the middle, forward arm rotation, and 3, again, forward arm rotations. Slide the hand into the upper movement. I call this drill S defense, and of course we'll show you some applications, but it's kind of obvious what it can do, right? So this is the external way to train this. Now there is of course an internal way to do the same, and internal means much more mindfulness. You need to pay attention to everything. So bear with me. Stand with your feet parallel and the knees are bent. I'm not, also when I do the external, my knees are not locked. I'm sitting in the knees. Push the floor, round hands, push the floor as if you're holding a big ball in your hand. Push the floor, keep your back straight, neck straight. Now twist. Not from the outside but from the inside. You see the elbow is close to my body. From the inside, I see, I go down, I twist on the center line as much as I can, and when the hand reaches the face altitude, I twist it up and push with my legs up. The elbow leads the movement outside, and I push the ceiling. I push the ceiling not with a straight hand but with round arm. I push the ceiling, but I don't forget to push the floor. And then I grab the sky and take them down and push them into the ground. I take the ground, twist it inside and push it into the sky. I take the sky and bring them down to the ground, using the elbow to lead the movement. The elbows leading the movement is a very important idea for combat usage and in general. I want to be heavy in my elbows and let them lead the movement. The next stage, after doing it hand by hand, is doing it simultaneously. I push and then simultaneously. You see my entire body squeeze in and out, like a pump, like a beating heart. In and out, squeeze and push, squeeze and push, squeeze and push, twist inside, twist outside. This hand pushes up. This hand also, it's not like, oh, it's a dull hand. No, I push. You see the twist in my hand. So inside and outside. It's the same drill as before, right? This have two directions. See, 1, 2, 3, and 1 again. Same as this one, this one. It's the same. Different ways on working on the same body movement, but it feels so much different inside. This is why it's called internal. Use it to practice mindfulness, because you need to pay attention to every twist, to every push in your body, and be in it. Let's see some applications. Oh look, we couldn't see that coming. Again. Okay? 1, 2, right? Again. Oh, see, chasing hands. We just did it in previous video, right? Chasing hands. This. Does it look familiar? Right? Bridging hand. We have 1, 2, bridging hand. Why? Why is it so simple? Because this is all what we can do. Elbow moves, elbow leads the movement, right? I just throw my hand up. I throw the weight up. I fall up. I want to make his entire body thrown back. See? When he's here, I can throw him. Gazillion application, of course. Okay, I'm heavy. And it's all the same. I can show gazillions of applications, but this video is about the movement.